Hello, everyone. Today, I invite you to pause for a few moments, take a deep breath, and listen to a gentle yet meaningful story titled The Old Watch. This is not just a tale. It is a quiet reminder of the true essence of happiness, of how we live and feel every moment of our lives. In a world full of hustle and noise, where people chase after success and material wealth, we often forget what truly nourishes the soul. So take this moment, sit back, and join me in a small journey, one that might just touch your heart. In a small town nestled at the foot of a green mountain, there lived an old watch repairman named David. His shop was barely 3 meters wide, simple, weathered, and filled with warmth. On the walls hung old clocks and watches, each holding a story of its own. Every morning, Mr. David opened his shop as the first rays of sunlight kissed the earth. He would brew a hot cup of tea and carefully work on tiny gears and springs with hands both skilled and patient. The townspeople cherished him, not just for his craftsmanship, but for his calm presence and the gentle smile that always lit up his face. One day, a young man named John returned to the town for a short break after years of working in the city. He was a successful young CEO with a luxury car, a beautiful house, and status, but his eyes were heavy with exhaustion. Passing by the old shop, John was drawn by the steady ticking of the clocks inside. That simple sound, soft yet persistent, somehow spoke to his heart. He stepped in. "Hello, sir. Has this watch shop been here a long time?" John asked. Mr. David smiled, poured him a cup of tea, and replied, "It's old, yes, but still runs steadily. Just like life, as long as we don't forget to wind the spring of the heart." John gave a faint smile and said, "I have everything, money, fame, yet I still feel empty inside." Mr. David nodded and gently pulled out an old pocket watch from a drawer. "This belonged to my father. It's not expensive, but every time I hear it ticking, I remember those afternoons when he told stories, the wind playing on the roof, and my mother's laughter from the kitchen." "So, you're happy because of those memories?" John asked. "No," Mr. David answered. "I'm happy because I've never let those memories fade. I live slowly, with gratitude, even if it's just repairing a watch for someone." John fell silent for a long time. In his mind, the ticking grew louder, not the ticking of machines, but of time itself passing by. Each moment precious, each second something he had been missing in the whirlwind of his busy life. Before he left, Mr. David handed John the old pocket watch. "Take this with you. Not for its value, but so that every time you hear it ticking, you'll remember to slow down and find what truly matters." Dear friends, we live in a time where everything moves fast. News, opportunities, ambitions. But sometimes what we truly need is not to move faster, but to pause, to feel, to love, to be grateful. True happiness doesn't lie in a bank account or a luxury car. It hides in a warm family meal, an honest conversation, or even in the familiar ticking of an old watch. A sound that reminds us, time slips away, and we must choose to live deeply, not just quickly. Speech balloon. So if one day you find yourself tired and lost in the chaos of life, remember Mr. David, the old watchmaker, and what he once said. Don't let time just pass. Let's stay in your heart. Thank you for listening. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone you love. Because sometimes one small tick-tock can awaken an entire soul.